Have you ever wondered why the spark in your relationship seems to fade over time? If you and your partner are over 50 and finding that routine has dulled your connection, you're not alone. Imagine reigniting that passion and deepening your bond in ways you never thought possible. In this video, I'll reveal 2 powerful positions that can transform your intimate moments, backed by real-life stories and scientific research. But that's not all. I'll also share practical tips to enhance your emotional connection, increase pleasure, and bring more satisfaction into your relationship. By watching until the end, you'll discover how small changes can make a big difference, helping you and your partner feel more connected, desired, and fulfilled than ever before. Don't miss out on these essential strategies to revitalize your love life and enjoy a deeper, more meaningful relationship together. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. Number 1. The connection that keeps the passion alive. When it comes to love and intimacy, especially as we grow older, the flame of passion is no longer fueled solely by physical attraction. Instead, it's the deep, emotional bond between 2 people that keeps the spark alive. For many women, particularly those over 50, it's not the physical act of intimacy itself that holds the most weight. It's the emotional connection that surrounds it. As time passes, what truly matters to a woman is how she feels in the presence of her partner and how connected she feels on an emotional and spiritual level. This connection becomes the foundation for a passion that can endure the tests of time. This is the kind of passion that transcends the surface and dives deep into the heart and soul of a relationship. It's the difference between just being physically present and truly being there emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Many studies have shown that most women prioritize this emotional bond far more than the physical aspect of a relationship, especially as they age. The warmth, trust, and vulnerability shared in these moments create a sense of safety and love that goes far beyond any physical touch. To reignite the flames of passion, it's not enough to just show up physically. You need to be there with your heart, open and vulnerable, ready to connect on a deeper level. True intimacy begins long before you enter the bedroom. It starts with how you interact with your partner daily, how you listen, how you comfort, and how you express your love in the little moments. Think back to a time when you felt truly connected to someone. Maybe it was a conversation that lasted for hours, a moment of shared laughter that made your heart feel lighter, or a quiet moment of simply being together without saying a word. Those are the moments that build a lasting foundation of intimacy. It's not just about passion. It's about trust, love, and a shared emotional bond that grows deeper with each passing day. Here's a valuable tip to help nurture that connection. Before you even think about intimacy, focus on creating moments of emotional closeness. It could be something as simple as sharing a meaningful conversation, reminiscing about a fond memory you both cherish, or offering a gentle caress that speaks louder than words. Eye contact is powerful. When you look into her eyes and truly see her, you're letting her know that she matters, that she's special to you. It may sound simple, but these small acts of connection can shift everything. They can turn an ordinary moment into something extraordinary, something that brings you closer together. I remember a specific experience with my partner that transformed the way I viewed intimacy. We had fallen into a routine. Our intimate moments had become predictable, even a little rushed. One evening, we decided to do things differently. Instead of jumping straight into the physical, we slowed down. We spent time talking, laughing, and holding each other. We focused on enjoying each other's presence, on savoring the touch of a hand or the sound of a shared laugh. By the time we moved toward physical intimacy, the emotional connection we had built made the experience so much more powerful, so much more meaningful. It wasn't just about the physical act. It was about the love and trust that had grown between us in those quiet moments. The truth is, you don't need to make grand gestures or sweeping romantic declarations to rekindle passion in your relationship. It's the little things that matter most. the gentle touches, the shared glances, the way you make her feel cherished and desired beyond just the physical. Show her that you want her not just for her body, but for the unique and special moments you share. This is what makes her feel truly appreciated and deeply loved. When you nurture that emotional connection, you're building a foundation for passion that will continue to grow and evolve no matter how much time passes. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It's in these small, tender exchanges that real intimacy is built. When you show her that you're fully present, that you value her for who she is and the relationship you've built, she will feel more connected to you and more open to the passion that flows from that bond. It's a connection that's not just physical. It's emotional, spiritual, and deeply fulfilling. But this journey doesn't have to stop here. If you're looking for more ways to deepen your connection and rediscover the passion in your relationship, I've created something that could be a true resource for you. My digital book, Rediscovering Intimacy, Healthy Sexuality After 60, is packed with practical advice and motivational guidance designed to help you and your partner strengthen your relationship. In this book, I tackle both the emotional and physical challenges that many couples face as they age, offering effective solutions to rekindle the passion and connection in your marriage. In the pages of this book, you'll find tools to help you navigate the changing dynamics of intimacy, offering you fresh perspectives on how to create a fulfilling and satisfying relationship. It's not just about reigniting physical passion. It's about rediscovering the joy, laughter, and closeness that makes your relationship unique and special. By applying the insights in this book, you'll be able to reignite the spark that may have dimmed over time and create a relationship that is stronger and more passionate than ever before. So, before we move on to the next point, take this opportunity to invest in your relationship. Passion doesn't have to fade with time. With a little effort, care, and understanding, you can reignite that flame and create a bond that will continue to grow deeper with every passing year. Number 2, the power of spooning. At first glance, spooning might just seem like a cozy way to cuddle, but in reality, it holds an incredible amount of power, both emotionally and physically. For many mature women, particularly those over 50, feeling safe, cherished, and close to their partner is vital to igniting the flame of intimacy. And spooning offers exactly that. It's a perfect balance of tenderness and pleasure, blending the best of both worlds. When a woman is cradled in her partner's arms in this position, she experiences a deep sense of protection, a feeling of being loved, cared for, and secure. But here's the thing. This sense of security doesn't dull the passion. It makes it burn even brighter. When a woman feels truly safe, she opens up emotionally, physically, and spiritually, and that's when the real magic happens. I once came across a study that perfectly illustrated this point. It showed that couples who cuddle regularly, especially when they engage in skin-to-skin contact, report feeling more connected and emotionally in tune with each other. This makes perfect sense because spooning isn't just about physical closeness. It's an opportunity to create a deep, emotional bond that strengthens your relationship over time. When you hold her close in this position, you're telling her, without words, that you're there for her, that she's safe in your arms, and that nothing else matters in that moment but the two of you. And don't be fooled into thinking that spooning is just a sweet, sleepy hug. It can be so much more than that. It's an intimate, sensual experience that can deepen your connection in powerful ways. The key is to make the moment special through small, thoughtful gestures that go a long way. For example, while you're spooning, take a moment to whisper something tender in her ear. It doesn't have to be anything complex. A simple, heartfelt compliment can go a long way. Tell her how beautiful she is, how much you appreciate her, or how much it means to you to hold her close. These small, sweet words can have a profound impact, making her feel loved and desired in ways that go far beyond the physical. Spooning also gives you the perfect opportunity to explore the sensitive parts of her body, but remember, there's no need to rush. The slower and more gentle your touch, the more powerful the connection becomes. A soft caress along her neck, a light kiss behind her ear, or a tender stroke of her back can heighten her senses and make the moment even more intense. Spooning allows for a gradual buildup of anticipation, a slow crescendo that makes the experience all the more exciting when you eventually move forward. It's about savoring every second, making her feel truly adored and cared for, so that the physical connection feels like a natural extension of the deep emotional bond you're nurturing. What makes spooning particularly special in mature relationships is that it allows you to strengthen both the physical and emotional aspects of your connection in a single, powerful moment. It's not just about holding each other. It's about bonding on a deeper level, creating an atmosphere of trust, safety, and intimacy that goes beyond the fleeting moments of physical pleasure. When a woman feels emotionally secure in her relationship, it opens the door to even greater levels of passion and connection. She becomes more vulnerable, more open, and more willing to share herself with you fully, heart, mind, and body. And here's the beautiful part. Building this kind of connection doesn't happen overnight, and that's okay. The beauty lies in the slow, steady growth of your relationship when you take your time. Focusing on each small touch, each whispered word, you're laying the foundation for something that will last. It's these moments of quiet closeness, of tender spooning in the dark, that create the kind of emotional bond that can weather any storm. When you approach intimacy with patience and care, you're not just feeding the flames of passion. You're nurturing a love that grows deeper with each passing day. Every touch, every kiss, every sweet word spoken in the quiet moments of spooning has the potential to strengthen the connection between you, making your relationship more resilient, more passionate, and more fulfilling than ever before. It's about building something lasting, something that doesn't fade with time, but rather grows stronger, more vibrant, and more beautiful as the years go by. So, the next time you're spooning with your partner, take a moment to appreciate the power of that simple act. Understand that you're not just holding her. You're holding the key to a deeper, more fulfilling connection. Use that moment to show her how much she means to you, not just through words, but through the way you touch her, the way you make her feel safe and cherished. It's in these moments that true intimacy is built, and the flames of passion can burn brighter than ever. Remember, intimacy is not just about rushing to the destination. It's about enjoying the journey, savoring each step, and letting the connection between you grow stronger with each passing moment. Take your time, be present, and let the power of spooning bring you closer than ever before. In the end, it's not the grand gestures or the fleeting moments of excitement that keep a relationship strong. It's the quiet, intimate moments of connection, the whispered words in the dark, the feeling of being held and cherished that truly makes all the difference. Number 3, the reverse cowgirl for more control. Now, let's dive into a position that may seem thrilling on the surface, but holds an even deeper, more profound meaning for many mature women. The reverse cowgirl. This isn't just a position of physical pleasure. It's a powerful, liberating experience that allows her to take control in ways that can completely transform the dynamic between you. Imagine this. At this stage in her life, she has gained an immense understanding of herself, what she likes, what she wants, and what brings her joy. In the reverse cowgirl, she gets to call the shots, dictating the pace, the angle, and the intensity of every single moment. For a woman who may have spent years feeling pressure to meet others' expectations, this newfound control can be an incredibly empowering and fulfilling experience. Let me share a story a close friend once confided in me. She tried the reverse cowgirl for the first time later in life, and it was a revelation for her. She wasn't just struck by the physical pleasure, but more profoundly, by the overwhelming confidence that came from being in control of everything happening in the moment. The freedom to dictate the rhythm, to explore her pleasure on her terms, made her feel desired and powerful. It wasn't just about satisfying her partner. It was about owning her pleasure, and that confidence spilled over into every aspect of their intimacy. She told me that the sense of control and empowerment was just as satisfying, if not more so, than the physical act itself. And this is where you, as her partner, come in. While she's the one in control, you still have an important role to play in creating an environment where she feels safe and free to express herself. Support her by making her feel encouraged, not just physically but emotionally. Research consistently shows that when a woman feels fully in control of her pleasure, her satisfaction skyrockets. And that sense of control creates a ripple effect. When she feels empowered, her confidence blossoms, which deepens the emotional and physical connection between you. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Instead of passively watching, engage in the moment with her. Participate with loving words, gentle touches, and looks that make her feel even more powerful. Whisper how incredible she looks or how much you desire her. These small but deeply meaningful gestures can amplify her experience and make her feel unstoppable. From this angle, you have the unique vantage point of seeing every detail of her body, appreciating her beauty in ways that might not be as visible in other positions. But it's not just about what you see. It's about what that image represents. A woman in her prime, fully in tune with her desires, confident in her body, and unapologetically embracing her power. The reverse cowgirl is more than just a visually exciting position. It symbolizes the confidence and strength that many mature women possess, particularly when they are often led to believe that passion fades with age. The truth is, confidence is one of the most potent aphrodisiacs, and when she feels empowered, the passion that flows from that is undeniable. This position becomes a reminder of her inner and outer strength, a declaration that passion, far from fading, can grow even stronger and more vibrant with time. Don't underestimate the emotional depth of the reverse cowgirl. When she's given the freedom to explore her pleasure without fear or inhibition, it creates a new level of intimacy between you. In this moment, you're telling her, you have the control and I trust you completely. That message of trust, respect, and admiration goes a long way in building emotional intimacy, which in turn fuels the physical connection. This level of trust and admiration creates a bond that is not only passionate, but enduring. It's a way of saying, without words, I see you, I appreciate you, and I love the confidence you bring to this moment. This position isn't just about physical pleasure. It's about empowering her to take the lead and feel confident in her sexuality. It's a reminder that at this stage of life, when so many may feel that passion has cooled, it's confidence that reignites the flame. When she feels in control of her own experience, it brings a level of satisfaction that transcends the physical and touches the emotional core of your relationship. So, the next time you try this position, take a moment to appreciate what it truly means for her. It's not just an exciting way to mix things up. It's an opportunity for her to embrace her freedom, her desires, and her strength. And for you, it's a chance to witness that confidence, to admire the way she takes charge of her pleasure, and to celebrate the power that comes with it. After all, at this stage in life, confidence is the ultimate aphrodisiac. And when she feels that, the intimacy between you will be deeper, more passionate, and more fulfilling than ever before. In the end, the reverse cowgirl isn't just a position that offers physical pleasure. It's a space for her to showcase her strength, her autonomy, and her confidence. For you, it's an opportunity to appreciate her in all her complexity, her beauty, her desires, her freedom. It's about creating a moment where she feels empowered and supported, where passion and trust come together to build a connection that's both emotional and physical. Embrace the power of this position and what it represents, because when you do, you'll find that the passion and intimacy between you reaches new heights, filled with trust, admiration, and the beauty of shared empowerment. Number 4, rhythm is everything. When it comes to intimacy, understanding her body and the rhythm of pleasure is key. Too often, we focus solely on technique or trying out new positions, but what truly matters is connecting with the rhythm of what she feels and needs in the moment. Everyone has their own natural pace and their unique rhythm, and learning to recognize and move with that flow is essential for creating deeply special and unforgettable moments. This kind of connection doesn't happen immediately. It requires attention, presence, and most importantly, patience. It's important to remember that a mature woman's body may respond differently than it did in her younger years. Studies have shown that for women over 50, sexual response can sometimes be slower to build, but when it does, it is often deeper, more intense, and longer lasting. This means rushing things is a huge mistake. Think of her body like a beautifully composed piece of music. Sometimes the melody is soft and slow, while other times, the intensity builds to an exhilarating climax. Your job is to listen to that rhythm, to feel it, and to move in sync with her. Pay attention to her breathing. This is often a subtle but powerful indicator of how well things are going. When her breath becomes quicker or deeper, it's a sign that you're hitting the right notes. Watch how she responds to your touch or kisses. If she arches her back, lets out a soft sigh, or closes her eyes, she's telling you without words that you're in tune with her body. These moments of nonverbal communication are crucial. They're the signals that guide you toward a deeper connection. Here's an important tip. Don't be afraid to ask her how she's feeling. Sometimes, we believe we have to figure everything out on our own, as if intimacy is a puzzle we need to solve without any clues. But the truth is that communication is the key to a fulfilling and fun sexual experience. A simple question like, "Do you like this?" or "How does this feel?" can open up new pathways to pleasure. It's not about taking a guess. It's about creating a dialogue of trust and openness, where both of you can explore each other's desires without fear or hesitation. Asking questions and being vulnerable doesn't make you less confident. It shows her that you care, that you're tuned into her needs, and that you're invested in making the experience incredible for both of you. Another thing to keep in mind is the power of varying rhythms. Sticking to just one pace can make the experience feel monotonous or mechanical. Instead, play with the rhythm. Start slowly, let the anticipation build, and when you sense she's ready, increase the intensity gradually. Don't make sudden, jarring changes, but allow the experience to flow naturally, like a dance between two bodies in perfect sync. By shifting the pace, you're creating waves of pleasure, each one more powerful than the last. And remember, rhythm isn't just about the physical movements. The emotional component is just as important, if not more so. Sometimes a simple whisper in her ear, a well-timed compliment, or a loving word spoken in the heat of the moment can change everything. For many women, pleasure isn't just about what happens physically. It's about feeling desired, valued, and understood. When she feels truly seen by you, when she knows you're fully present with her, that's when real intimacy blossoms. You're not just going through the motions. You're deeply connected, both emotionally and physically. Here's the most important thing to understand. Intimacy isn't a race. There's no finish line, no need to rush to the end. The more time and attention you dedicate to understanding her body's unique rhythm, the more intense the experience will become. When you focus on truly connecting with her, on syncing your movements, your breath, and your energy with hers, you create a shared experience that's far more powerful than any technique or position could ever provide. Learning to read a woman's body doesn't have to be complicated. It's not about mastering some secret formula. It's about tuning in, paying attention to the little details, and being flexible enough to adjust to her needs in the moment. What makes an intimate moment unforgettable isn't just what you do, but how you do it. It's the connection you create along the way, the trust that builds with every touch, and the unspoken understanding that grows between you. In the end, rhythm is everything. It's about being present, about creating a dance of anticipation and fulfillment, and about showing her that you are not just there physically, but fully invested emotionally. When you do this, you'll find that the moments you share will become not only more pleasurable, but more meaningful, building a deeper bond that will last long after the moment itself has passed. So, the next time you're with her, remember, listen to her rhythm. Be patient, be present, and let the music of her body guide you. Because when you do, you'll find that the connection you create will be richer, deeper, and more satisfying than you ever imagined. Number 5. Let's talk about fantasies. As we grow older, many people mistakenly believe that fantasies and playful desires are a thing of the past, reserved only for the young. But the truth is, this stage of life, particularly after 50, is one of the best times to explore those desires that may have been tucked away or left unspoken for years. It's a time to embrace your fantasies more fully than ever before. The beauty of this stage is the freedom and confidence that comes with maturity. And here's the secret. Your partner probably has fantasies too. Research shows that men and women continue to have sexual fantasies well into their 60s, 70s, and beyond. The key difference between couples who act on these fantasies and those who don't is simply the courage to talk about them. Opening up about your desires can feel vulnerable and even a bit intimidating. But once you take that step and start the conversation, it can transform everything. Fantasies aren't just about the act itself. They're about curiosity, connection, and deepening the trust between you. Imagine this. It's a quiet afternoon, just the two of you at home, relaxing with a glass of wine. The atmosphere is calm, and you're feeling comfortable with each other. This is the perfect moment to gently bring up the idea of exploring fantasies. You don't have to jump straight into anything wild or overwhelming. Start small. Something as simple as, "I've always been curious about," or "Have you ever thought about," can open the door to an exciting conversation. This approach helps create a safe, non-judgmental space where both of you can share your thoughts without fear. And once trust is established, you'll find that a whole new level of intimacy begins to unfold. Talking about fantasies isn't just about adding excitement. It's about connecting on a deeper, more emotional level. You're sharing parts of yourselves that may have remained hidden for years, and that kind of vulnerability creates a bond like nothing else. It's important to remember that fantasies don't need to be extravagant or far-fetched. They can be simple, small things that step just outside of your usual routine. Maybe it's trying something new at home, experimenting with different settings, or even planning a special getaway where you can leave the everyday world behind and focus on each other. The goal isn't to create something overwhelming, but to rediscover the thrill of intimacy and connection through exploration. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Here's a valuable tip. Be sure to listen to your partner with an open mind and heart. When she feels truly heard, when she knows you're interested in her desires without judgment, it creates a powerful sense of trust. Listening and understanding her fantasies can reignite sparks that may have been dormant, allowing her to feel more open, adventurous, and connected with you. The simple act of sharing and listening, without rushing into action, can be an incredibly intimate experience all on its own. Fantasies after 50 are about so much more than just a physical act. They're about the freedom to explore new sensations, to rediscover each other, and to reignite the passion that may have been dimmed by time or routine. This is a stage in life where love, trust, and closeness are even deeper and more meaningful than before. It's not just about satisfying curiosity. It's about giving yourself the gift of discovery and growth, both as individuals and as a couple. If you've ever felt like you've done it all or that there's nothing new to explore, think again. There is always more to discover. More layers of intimacy, more shared experiences, more chances to strengthen the bond between you. You just have to be willing to take that step, to be open, and to dare to explore these fantasies together. Maturity isn't an obstacle to pleasure. It's an open door. You've both reached a point in life where you've built trust, you know each other inside and out, and you're more secure in yourselves. Use that strength to step into new experiences. Whether your fantasies are small or grand, they offer a unique opportunity to deepen the connection between you, rekindle excitement, and continue building a relationship that's full of passion, joy, and discovery. So, don't hesitate. Embrace the freedom that comes with age, and let your fantasies guide you to new heights of intimacy. The world of desire and exploration doesn't fade with time. It evolves, grows richer, and becomes more profound as you mature together. All it takes is a little courage to open up. And once you do, you'll find that the possibilities for rediscovery are endless. Thank you for joining us on this journey of rediscovering intimacy, connection, and passion as we explore the deeper sides of relationships, especially in the later stages of life. From embracing emotional connection and communication to understanding the power of rhythm, control, and fantasies, there is so much to uncover about how we can continue growing closer to our partners, no matter our age. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you're excited to put into practice in your own life? Whether it's taking time to explore new fantasies, focusing on rhythm, or simply being more present with your partner. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave your comment. Give it a like, share it with others, and hit that subscribe button to stay connected with us for more insightful content. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.